Morning, everyone. Hello, my name is Meg, and you are watching Maker Mornings with Meg in the LovenStamps studio, so welcome. And today's video is a little bit special because I was a little bit inspired by Tuesday's video where we're doing some sort of pseudo reality crafting. I was walking you through the process of making a project that I created. And it's actually been a really popular one. Let me see if I can find, here it is. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the word art featuring the More Than Autumn stamp set. So you're going to want to go back and check that video from Tuesday. That was episode 488. If you are watching, you can look it up. Or you can always go to the LovenStamps blog and check things out there. So, but today's video is true reality crafting. So I am going to take a set of supplies. I haven't really even thought about what I'm going to do with them, but we'll figure it out together. And I love stamping this way because it gives me a chance to kind of tell you what goes through my head when I'm designing things, because a lot of times I hear from people that they're just not sure what to make. So sometimes seeing someone else's process can help that all come together for you. So hey, Tanya, hey, Joan. The other thing we're going to do is we are going to use the Time for Cake Paper Pumpkin refill for this reality crafting. So if you haven't seen Paper Pumpkin before, here it is. They are these monthly kits. They come in the mail. They come in this cool orange box. You take the plastic off. First you go to your mailbox, then you take it out, you take the plastic off, and then you open it up. And then inside there's this pretty tissue paper and then all of the things you need for a really great crafting session. And if it's been a while since you've opened a Paper Pumpkin box, you really need to revisit. And this is the time to do it because this is Paper Pumpkin new subscriber sale time. So if you use an email address that has never been subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, you will get a 40% discount on your first kit if you sign up between September 11th, between yesterday and October 10th. And so what you want to do is you can go to my website and click through the Paper Pumpkin sign up information, or you can go to the link in video description. Just use that to click through. Just make sure you pick me, Meg Loven from Illinois, as your demonstrator. I appreciate it. But what you want to do is get yourself signed up, because to get a refill kit for Paper Pumpkin, you have to be a subscriber. So whether you have a Paper Pumpkin kit subscription already and you are super excited to see what to do with it, or you've never seen this one and you're like, what's she gonna do? This is gonna be the video for you. You are also going to have the chance to see some ideas. And if this is a kit that you love and you're like, wait a minute, it's $12 and I can make those 9 cards or a whole bunch of whatever I want, that's a no-brainer. Then you're definitely going to want to sign up to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and then also you'll be able to shop for refills, because refills are a perk of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Hey, Kathy. All right, so I think that's enough. If you have questions about Paper Pumpkin, leave them in the comments, and I can come back and answer them for you. But I think we're going to already get started here with our crafting. So let's pop our camera down and take a look. All right, so like I said, you open your Paper Pumpkin box, and the things included are a set of cardstock supplies, some embellishments sometimes. There's always a stamp set and an ink refill, a set of directions, and then Stampin' Up! Has started including these little bonuses. They're like the artwork, the stamp artwork, in case you want to store these in like a sleeve or a clear case or something like that. Then you have the little maps for your pieces. This one happened to include some extra stamps in it. When you get the refill though, you don't get the inks and the stamps. You get just these pieces and the directions for it. So then you're gonna need your own stamps and ink, but generally, I mean, Night of Navy is pretty standard color, and generally you can use other stamps that you have on hand. The kits work really well without these, so we'll see what we do here with our reality crafting time. And I'm going to pull this stuff out of the way. I love the packaging. Paper Pumpkin boxes make me happy. Sometimes the post office is a little bit rough on them. They come a little crushed, but you know what? It's the stuff inside that counts. So, all right. So we have our instructions. Hey, Jeffrey, Margie, Sue. We have our instructions, and let's see. I am going to fix one thing here. Let me see if I can get this back. There we go. Okay, now I'm back with you. Hi. All right, so we have our instructions here, and they are always very visual. They tell you exactly what to do, and in order to make the cards as they go. So we'll see, we might use some of those things. But let's take a look at what's here. We have some card bases. We have some flip-flap kind of pieces. Oh, wow, these are really fun. Oh, gosh. Okay, so this is the zigzag fold kind of thing, and I'm not going to fold it yet because I want to see what the directions say to do with that. We have these giant card bases here with this slice of cake on the front that's darling and printed. We have the set of, these must be card layers, really pretty. And then we have all of these lined envelopes. Usually the envelopes that come with paper pumpkins are lined on the inside or printed. Sometimes they're printed on the outside too. We have these layers, which have some extra balloons on them. I could totally see using them as intended, or honestly, they're kind of like perfectly centered. If you wanted to cut them in half, you'd have like 6 panels instead of just 3. So kind of a cool layout there. We have these, which are, you can kind of see on the back, the shape of them, little slashy pieces. I think these are related to our cake. And then some sticker elements. So really pretty here. Oh, this reminds me to tell you another perk of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber is that you can get these tiny little mini die sets for usually just a few dollars. But these are Paper Pumpkin coordinates. They coordinate for a couple of months of kits. And so this one was the Everyday Celebration dies. I think these are still available. There's a link in the video description that you can see. Hey, Terry. Hey, Anna. There's a link in the video description so you can see past Paper Pumpkin refills and accessories. But the little die here is the same as this one here. So if you wanted more of these pieces, you could get these and make your own. Here's another one. This was a butterfly and thanks set of Paper Pumpkin dies. They're a really, really great value and lots of really useful little elements. So, all right, then we've got 2 more pages of die cut pieces here. This one has, oh, look at these cute little rose gold forks. Those are darling. Oh my goodness. And then some rose gold accents and balloons and some labels. All right. So let's see what we can do here with our time in reality crafting. Oh, Anna said she went to a Paper Pumpkin class with this one and loved it. Yeah, I think this is one of the most beautiful kits that I've seen in quite a while. I'm a huge fan. And I've just opened it. I haven't even stamped with it yet. So let's go ahead and, I don't know about you guys. I don't always read the directions. Let's go ahead and make one of these cake ones, just the way it says here. So I need 3 little cake slices, 1, 2, 3. And these are a really fun thing. They're a little bit, they're very flexible. You can do them to fit your own crafting preferences. So if you are a person who likes to like hem and haw and work out over, oh, they go this way. Oh yes, that makes sense. Like the frosting goes all the way to the edge. Hem and haw over every detail. You can definitely do that with these. If you are a person who is just kind of happy to, make things and concentrate on chatting with your friends or whatever while you're crafting, then these are good for you that way too, because they're all ready to go. If you want to, make it your own and agonize over every decision, you can certainly do that. There's lots and lots of pieces included, as you saw, so a good chance to do that. All right, time for cake. Let's see. So I'm gonna grab this one. I don't know if it fits on this small block. Remember when you're using clear photopolymer stamps, you always want to pick your stamp up from the table with your block. It's really dangerous in stamping terms to take your stamp and like try to apply it like this to your block, because it's really easy to get it crooked. And by crooked, I don't mean crooked on the block. I mean crooked as in warped as you're putting it through here. So we're gonna go ahead and pick that up that way. And then I'm gonna use my, I usually save my Stampin' spots for little treats, like little stamping kits. So I'm gonna use my regular pad here. And I like It's Time for Cake. I also like leaving there we go, leaving the piece in the outline here. It's a little easier for me to see and to line it up. And so I'll stamp it and then pull it out, okay? So we're gonna take this, and there are mini dimensionals included in the kit. I'm just gonna use some big ones because I have them here on hand. And then pop this on here. It's time for cake. And then we need a little hooray greeting across here. So I realize as far as reality crafting goes, this is not super exciting. It's still a card, but not super exciting as we're not like making something totally up here as we go. But let's go ahead and peel this off my finger here. There we go. And pop that down. Okay, so we have hooray time for cake. We need a candle on here. One of the things that I like about Paper Pumpkin and just sort of doing the kits one time at least is that it gives me the chance to see how the pieces are meant to work together. And so, okay, let's put this ridiculously mounted stamp back on there. See how the pieces are used together so that we can go ahead and understand how everything goes. So I'm gonna use this from the back to protect my table. And I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the little candle there. All right, I'll set that aside. And then these are little laser cut elements. And so this is gonna pop right here on our cake. And I'm just gonna use some multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere that. There we go. So that's on there flat. You could raise that up. Actually, I'm gonna use one of those mini glue dots real fast before it all dries here. There we go. I'm gonna use this, and I'm actually gonna pop one under the top. Much safer if I put it on here. There we go. Okay, so now our candle is attached here, but then is dimensional up here at the top. So, woohoo, hooray, it's time for cake. Okay, that is a pretty darn cute card in about 2 seconds. So, oh, Sue, I'm glad you like the tip to leave the strip on the card. So, all right. And hey, Anna, Northern Californians, and I'm sure you guys are drinking your coffee. Oh, I didn't put the fork on. I talked about how stinking cute these forks are, and then I almost didn't add it. So, oh, I see why there's mini dimensionals in this kit. They are very useful. I love that the Stampin' Up! Artists and products team have put together these kits to just really make it an easy crafting experience for you. So, all right, and we're gonna overlap the blue here to just sort of draw that plate in. So cute. All right, darling card. Okay, so now what shall we do next? I want to look at how this piece here goes together. This is going to be all of the supplies. So it's going to show you what you need for this one. So I need one of these blue things. I need one of these long strips. I need some string, which actually super beautiful. I'm surprised there was no string on the other card. Oh, but there was, yeah, no, we did it. So here, and then we're gonna need some other pieces, some candles and one of these tags. So let's get one of these petal pink tags. The nice thing about these kits is that since they coordinate with the Stampin' Up! Colors, you can always add in your own extra supplies, your own cardstock, your own ink and so forth to match the other colors. So that makes these a really flexible way to go. Oh, I see. This one's kind of sarcastic too. It's like I've lost count kind of idea. So let's pull this here. So here is our whole long strip, and then we're gonna stamp a couple of candles on here, like this. And I think there's this other super long candle. I think I'm gonna need another block. Usually I keep them all like super close here. Okay, remember our tip, set your stamp down and pick it up with your block so that it stays straight. All right, we're gonna put one more on here. I think I did that not the way they suggested, and I didn't put the lost count on first, so I guess we're gonna have to we're gonna have to add that at the top instead of the bottom. So lost count. Ha ha ha. Funny. Okay, but we need those sparkles for sure. So this is kind of fun. Again, if you are just getting the refill, you won't have the same stamps, but certainly you can find other fun things to stamp. Or you could do really well without some stamping on these, I think. Okay, let's see. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fold this. Okay, oh, look at this cute little directions here. Okay, first one goes this way, second one goes this way. Oh wait, oh, I'm not paying attention. First one's that way. All right, how is this gonna go together? I think I've missed a score line or I've not followed the directions right. All right. Oh, here, this is actually really useful. Okay, I just got the first one backwards, did I? Goes like this. No, it goes like this. There. No, that's not what it shows. Okay, well, I'm impressed with myself already. Oh, this is the front. Okay, the directions were very good. I just wasn't trusting them. I was thinking this had to be stuck down like a Z-fold card. So this is how it's gonna go. So clever. Okay, so now we're going to take this and pop this on the next set of directions. I think this is gonna go like this. And I'm like flipping around here all the time. Oh, I see. It goes this way. And then we're just wrapping this around the front like this with our tag. Okay, you guys are probably already ahead of me on this. That's all right. I'll take it as I go. All right, so as I'm looking at this, I think that a really fun way to use some of these pieces would be to cut up this strip. There's nothing that says you have to keep it all laid out the same way it is in the directions. A couple tips here on tying bows and adding tags. So first of all, I didn't cut the string off, although it does tell you how much to cut. It says to use 18 inches, but who knows? I'm going to just go ahead and tie my bow with the string that I need, and then I'm gonna cut the end here so that I'm not wasting any extra. Now, with the ribbons and the strings that come on these really tight rolls, you often get these super curly bits. Sometimes you don't want those ends to be quite so curly. So what I do is pinch that between my thumbnail and my first finger, and you can straighten those by just pinching and running. You're basically like pulling those fibers straight. So see how now our ends of our bows hang down here where we want them, okay? All right, now it doesn't really show this in the directions. It shows putting the dimensionals around the edges of the string. I kind of like to trap the string under there, so I'm not gonna follow their directions. Gasp and alarm. I'm gonna use the edges from my strip here, and I am going to pop these all the way across here and trap that ribbon, because I don't like when it falls off when people open the card. I want it to still be there so they can like tie it all up again and see how pretty it looks, right? Okay, now if you're fretting because I haven't put the tag on yet, don't fret too much. Because we are going to do a little trick with our tag that is one of my favorites. Oh, there it is. Lost this one. Okay, so we would stamp some kind of birthday greeting on here from any stamp set. I should have looked for one that would be a good coordinate for you guys. But lots and lots of good birthday stamps in other stamp sets that we have, so I'm not going to worry too much. A word about stamping on the paper pumpkin and kit pieces. Just be a little careful with them. They take a second longer to dry than other stuff, so you might find it's a little easier to smear, so I'm going to be careful with that. Sue says, pretty string, can you order separately? You can't order the pieces from a paper pumpkin separately, but you can order them as part of the refill and use them for whatever you want. And you're going to get a fair amount of string on here. I haven't measured it out, but plus you get all these other pieces. And the refill kit's $12, so honestly, these are awesome. All right, now, you'll notice I just made a teeny little snip there, okay, across our tag. Focus here. And what that's gonna let me do is just pop this on here. So now I don't have to try to struggle and tie that little thing on there. I don't have to like worry about, you know, where I'm attaching it or hold it in place while I'm tying. You can just easily pop that tag on there when you want. Okay, so let's look at our finished card. Oh, it's not finished. It actually has another one of these on the bottom. So let's go ahead and ink one of those. And honestly, I think that these are pretty cute here. Whether you, I can't see because of our greeting, whether you stamp the extra candles on them or not. That one's a little crooked, but that's okay. There we go. Okay. And then this piece goes down here as like an extra. So let's see. I think these are sized to fit a tiny dimensional pretty well, actually. Kind of impressed with this. It's almost like they intended them to go together, right? Gosh, Stampin' Up! Way to be on top of things. Okay, so just that much extra cuter, and then we open our piece here, and we have our card that comes out like that. Last count, okay? All right, so I won't retie that, but another cute card, and then, of course, we would have like, you know, a super cute coordinating envelope to go with it. And then we have our last card. I don't know if we'll make our last card. This one's pretty simple. We'll do something a little different with this one. So here is the card, and then we have the piece here. We have this fun set of balloons that's going to go on the front. We have a little happy birthday banner. And actually, let's stamp the pieces for this, and we're going to recombine them in a different way. So we need the little happy birthday arc here that is set to go here. So again, I'm going to set this down on my table, pick it up with my block, and that way I can get the right shape to stamp on our tag here. Okay, and then, oh, this is cute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just straighten a length of this with my fingernail. You see how that went from super curly to nice and straight? And it has us tie a bow. And then we're gonna tighten these ends. I am kind of a big fan of this rose gold string here. All right, and then there's a sheet of mini glue dots here, I think somewhere, which I have lost track of, so I'll just grab some. And when I attach bows like this, I really like to use my mini glue dots. So I'm just gonna pick one up and roll it like a little burrito and pop this on here. Okay, so this would be kind of our card here for this one. But let's do something different with this one. Let's do some reality crafting. All right, so what do we have? Let's do like a big birthday tag. Let's say that we have, you know, like a gift that we want to do and we need a ribbon or something. So I'm gonna actually take a piece of this card and I'm just gonna chop it. So maybe I'll do it like a third of it-ish so that we have you could do 3 of these tags from one card. I'm gonna keep the fold because I really like the idea of having an attachment kind of up here at the top where we could put a piece of string on. I think, I'm sure I have a pair of hole punches here somewhere. So, or a set of hole punch, there we go. So we're gonna pop that through the center and we're going to add just a little hang tag here at the top. So this is gonna be the base for our tag. And I love tags because they are such a fun and quick way to make the most of our supplies and really kind of show off what we can do, but they're real quick. They don't use a ton of supply, and for something that, you know, somebody might not hang on to, it doesn't feel so much like, oh, I put a lot of time into that. You're just gonna let it go. So we have our piece here, and now we need some pieces put on top. So let's see, we have our happy birthday balloon that we could put on there. I feel like I want some more contrast in color. So maybe should we put some of this on here? This doesn't give us quite so much contrast in color, but let's see. Oh, these are kind of fun. So we could use one of these strips. So if we're not doing them for our cake entirely, we could pop them underneath here, like as an extra sideways piece. But I think honestly, I need some blue is what I'm feeling in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up one of our card fronts here. Or I could incorporate some cardstock actually. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. All right, so I'm gonna cut a piece of this and pop this behind. When I'm making a tag, I really love to, I was just talking about this yesterday with our maker club. I really love to like exceed the boundaries of the tag size. There's nothing that says it has to be just the size that you're putting together there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And then I think, let's see, bring in some mauve cardstock or some navy. I'm gonna bring in some navy cardstock, and we're gonna give this a fun background here with some extra interest. And so I have super handy my Spotlight on Nature dies, which have all of these fun circle options. So all of these different, they cut circles and then they add extra little layers of elements to them. And so I think this one, nope, not quite big enough. Let's see, I really like this dotted and dash one. And let's see how, I think that one's gonna be good. Okay, so we're gonna take this and I will come back, invite you to die cuts with me. So I'm just gonna pop this on here in my die cut machine. Sometimes having a die set like this one as a staple is just a really outstanding addition for lots of projects. So I love this die set. I think it's not in the supply link at the moment. I will get it added, or just remember that you want to get Spotlight on Nature dies. And okay, I'm just flicking to get the extra dots out. There we go, super quick there. And now we can take this and pop it behind our tag to just make this more of a thing, okay, to make it a little bit more interesting. And now, oh, I kind of like that offset to the side there instead of doing it right in the center. Oh, I'm a big fan of that. And I feel like our birthday paper here is gonna need some banner ends. So let's start sticking things down as we go. Who knows, maybe we'll change our mind as we go along. There we go with that. I'm gonna take a dimensional and pop our balloon on here, like so. And then I think I won't put a dimensional under the blue paper. I'll just go ahead and add some adhesive there. So with all these pieces sticking out, I really love the multi-purpose liquid glue because I know it's going to hold. Give it a second to grab before I mess too much. Oh, I don't know, maybe it doesn't need a banner tail. Maybe just this end needs a banner tail. What do you guys think? I think this end, banner tail. So remember, you can use the trick where you cut up the center to the point where you want your stop, and then you cut from the corner to the top of your first cut, and the corner to the top of your second cut, and then you get a nice even banner tail at the end, okay? All right, I'm liking that. Okay, and then, ooh, this is kind of a cute one. I'm a big fan here. And then we're gonna take this and glue this down to our circle. Again, I don't have to glue the whole thing. I'm just gonna aim for the middle. And pop this on. Oh yeah, definitely off center. I'm a big fan of that part. So now when we open our tag here, you could put a little note on the inside and have some little messages and so forth. And we have the blue circle, which still shows behind. So it gives you that extra sort of bonus visual when your tag is open, okay? I'm a big fan. This is really cute. All right, so now what can we do with these? We've used some of the big balloons, so I think we're gonna use some of these. And I am going with my idea here to go ahead and cut this in half. So let's see, this is 4.5 inches wide, so 2 1/4. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. And yeah, totally, look, they did a good job of designing this so you can cut this thing in half, okay? So let's see, now I kind of feel like we should stick with our circles here. Maybe we should make some more tags. Is this one big enough? Let's see, it's gonna show at the top and the bottom, the left and right. We can trim a tiny bit off here. Let's see, so I'm gonna grab some more of this is my navy scrap bag here of all of my navy scraps. It's a color that I use a ton, so you can see. And let's see, maybe we'll make 2 different tags at the same time and you guys can decide which one we like better. Does this one fit on here? It does. Okay, so we'll cut a couple of different tags here. So, popping this on, and what other pieces are we going to use for this set of tags? I think there are some more of the sticky balloons that were, or not sticky, but the balloons that were meant to be used on that card we just sort of adapted. So, let's see, did I get this cut? Oh, I did. Okay. So maybe we can use some of those. So here are 2 more pieces. You can see the pieces that stuck in there. So I'll show you my trick in action. We're just gonna flick those out. There we go. And some of them aren't flicking out easily, but you know what? We're gonna cover up parts of our tag, so that is gonna be on the part that's gonna get covered up, so we don't have to bother. All right, and then we have, where did our other, oh here, piece go? All right, so we have some balloons. I think we have these that we can add. Maybe we'll add the blue one here, and the pink one here. We can do some more banner pieces, or yeah, let's do some more banner pieces. Let's see, I've got, actually, you know, I think you could probably stamp on these and see them pretty well. So let's do one here with our banner. It's gonna need a blue background or something. See how it gets lost when you put it on top here? Hi, Unica. We're gonna have to, we might have to rethink that. This is a good choice because it's got just a little bit of petal pink in the background. And actually we could grab some petal pink scrap and go ahead and stamp on it. Or where's our card? We had cut up this card for this one. Let's bring this in and use this as some paper. Ooh, I like this idea. And we could save that for those cakes pieces, which I feel like are awfully cute on their own. Okay, so let's see. Let's stamp first so that we don't cut pieces that we're not gonna use. And we could do a piece of bigger, this is a bigger tag, so I think we're gonna do a big Make-A-Wish here, like this. And then maybe we'll just, no, it's gonna be too close. Okay, so we're gonna cut that out for this one. And then for this one, we need something, something else. I feel like we're gonna need a long piece here, a long greeting. So what are our other, oh, actually maybe we can use the hooray piece. Okay, so we're gonna use, I got it. We're gonna cut this strip off and to do our Make-A-Wish for our 1 tag. Okay, sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of narrating my thought process here. Oh, well actually, here, I kind of like this idea. We keep this all together like this. And now we're kind of wasting the fact that those balloons are in the center there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this with just a pair of scissors and I'm gonna trim it, okay? And we're gonna pretend that this piece is just that much longer, okay? See how that works? And we're gonna mount our balloon on here to do this as our cute Make-A-Wish. And so probably I'll make this be flat so that you won't be able to see underneath there that we've done that. And then this is gonna need a little string. Here is, I'm gonna use my straightening tip again, just pinch between your thumbnail and your finger. And we're going to make this straight here. And my favorite way to attach little strings to balloons is to go ahead and use some Stampin' Dimensionals. So you want one right down at the bottom so that it's gonna make the string come out the bottom of the balloon here where it belongs. And then we can take this and pop this on. And now it looks like we've done a very fancy job like tying a string on our balloon, okay? All right, so that one's pretty cute actually. I feel like it could use a little more glitz maybe, but we'll see. Oh, I know what we'll do with that. And then this one, I thought of, let's see, should we put a greeting across here? Can't remember what I've already forgotten what my thought process was. Let's see, celebrate. Celebrate is good. I like celebrate because you can use it for anything. Like this could be a retirement gift, or it could be a birthday thing, or it could be a grad gift. There's lots and lots of possibilities. So, all right, let's pop this on here. And we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do another like broad tag. So I'm gonna put celebrate kind of over towards this end. And then we'll use our trimmer to trim off the piece. Okay. So as we're going, we're thinking about the colors we're combining. We're thinking about adding some different textures and different layering elements so that things kind of move across the center line and give us a little bit more like motion to our project. And actually, let's see, do I like this down here where it's below, or do we like it kind of centered? I don't know. Centered is okay. We could also do it like this and have our string be in the blue. I kind of like that idea. Let's plan that for now. All right. So we're gonna add our cheats here with our piece on the back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch this here in the center, and then I'm gonna flip it to the back side. And I love, like I said, using dimensionals to adhere things. So I'm gonna use the dimensionals to adhere these pieces like this. Okay, let's make sure we get the height we want so our balloons show. And flip this. So what I hope that I'm doing is showing you how you can use the paper pumpkin kits to really make the most of the supplies, readapt them, cut them, paste them, realign them, make your own things, or make the cards exactly as they're shown. So with Paper Pumpkin, you don't know for sure what's going to be in a kit each month. Oh yeah, Sue says off center. I agree. Thanks, Sue. You don't know what's going to be in a kit each month, but what you do know is that the supplies are going to be high quality, they're going to be nicely coordinated, and there's going to be lots of ideas for things to do with them. Both the project like as suggested, and then projects that you can dream up totally separately from what's suggested, something interesting and done with your own creativity in mind. So I highly, highly recommend subscribing to Paper Pumpkin if you haven't subscribed for a while, or you have never been a subscriber, especially with this special that's going on with that 40%. If you missed that comment before, if you are a new Paper Pumpkin subscriber, AKA if the email address you use to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin has never been subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, nudge, nudge, then you will get 40% off your first kit. And so the way Paper Pumpkin works is you sign up during the month, and then you have to hang in there. You have to wait. Paper Pumpkin, Magic Paper Pumpkin Day, as I like to call it, is the 10th of the month. So that's the date, the 10th, the night of the 10th. Stampin' Up! Looks at the list and says, okay, who signed up? These are the people who are getting Paper Pumpkin. And then they will bill you in the next couple of days. So with a subscription ongoing, your credit card just goes on file. It's very safe and secure. And then you just get billed for the subscription for that month. Now, the billing goes through just a day or two after the 10th, and then kits ship usually the next week, and they arrive usually before the end of the month. So lots of good things coming your way. You'll get a shipping notification, so you'll be able to see when they're coming. And shipping is included. The cost for a regular Paper Pumpkin is $25. It includes the shipping for your kit. So 40% off of 25 is, I don't know, whatever that is what you'll be charged. So you won't get charged when you first sign up. You'll get charged right after Magic Paper Pumpkin Day on the 10th. And then you'll get your kit. You'll love it, hopefully. I know you'll love it. And then you'll have time for the time to come around. If you decide that you want to cancel before your October kit ship or bills and ships, you can do that. You just have to cancel before, no, this is the October kit. Sorry. This is the October kit that we're talking about. You're going to get the October kit. And by the end of October, gosh, I just can't believe we're that far into the fall already. Anyway, if you don't want to continue getting Paper Pumpkin after your first month at the discount, you don't have to. There's not like a commitment or anything. So you can go in and you can cancel your subscription and go ahead and turn that off. But if you want to keep going, then the regular price will get billed after that. You can also look at prepaid subscriptions and get like a bonus for your months. If you get a certain number of months, hey, there's the mini glue dots, then you get a discount basically on buying the prepaid kits. So, all right. So these are our tags for today. Oh gosh, we're like kind of long. So this is what happens with reality crafting. Does anybody else get wrapped up in their project and excited and then kind of forget what the time is? Anyway, so these are our fun birthday tags. When we started our reality crafting today, I had really had no idea what we were going to make. I figured that we would make at least a couple of the cards maybe the way they're designed. So here's the Hooray for Cake card. And then here is our fold out card. Remember, it has a little bow tie and then it folds out this way. I've lost count of birthdays. So these are these sort of intended cards plus the balloon one. But we took our balloon card and we turned it into a variety of extras here just by adding some Night of Navy cardstock and kind of cutting up some of the pieces that were included. So we took one of these panels and cut it in half to make different pieces here. And then, of course, gosh, I want to keep crafting now. If you have not made a bagalope before, you could make a bagalope with these fun envelopes. And then you can also take the envelopes apart. And this is basically like a big sheet of designer series paper. So the chance to take the envelope apart and use this element, and it's printed on the back all the way down to the bottom there, you can see, gives you a whole bunch more pieces of paper. So for $12, I'm kind of flabbergasted at all the pieces that you get in this kit. And the supplies or the refills, of course, are available while supplies last. So if you're thinking that you want to get this one, don't wait too long. Now, you do have to be a subscriber. Your email address that you shop in my online store with has to match the email address on your Paper Pumpkin subscription in order to go ahead and have access to buy the refills. But I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to help. So yay, I'm glad you guys are excited about the tags. I kind of am too. I feel like I need to do some little cute packaging to go with these little like craft. A lot of times I'll keep like little craft bags or even just like if you go to a big box store like Sam's or Costco or whatnot and buy like the big stack of like 200 or 500, however many is in there, of just paper lunch sacks, like craft lunch sacks. A little craft lunch sack with like this little tag hanging on it is really cute packaging. So anyway, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with your ideas. So, oh, good. I'm glad you guys are liking this one. Yeah, Tanya says time is flying this fall. Good intentions of starting Christmas cards. There's plenty of time. You'll get there. It's only September 12th. Yeah, September 12th. So, all right, everybody. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy pre-Friday, as we like to say here on Maker Mornings with Meg. As always, links are in the video description. Oh my gosh, the 12th. Today is the last day to sign up for the LovenStamps Paper Share. I have 2 spots left. So if you're thinking about signing up, don't wait. Go ahead and click through. There's a link in the video description for that. And I don't want you to miss out if you really wanted those. It's a great way to get all of the holiday catalog papers. And honestly, if you're like Tanya and you're like, hey, I haven't started my Christmas cards, I really wanted to, the holiday papers will like kickstart your crafting, holiday card crafting adventure. I'm absolutely certain. So go ahead and jump in. Hey, Kathy. All right. Hey, Margie. I'm glad you guys like the tags, and I will let you go on this unusually long episode of Maker Mornings with Meg. And as always, links are in the video description for all the goodies. So happy stamping, everybody. Thanks for joining me this morning.